G.
We back.
We back. You know what time it is. I say we smacking up, folks.
We swag.
We swacking up.
We swag.
We swacking up.
We swag.
We swacking up. I say we swacking up. We swacking up.
We swag.
We swacking up.
We swag.
We swacking up. I say we swacking and we act.
She swag.
She acting and
She
she swag.
swag.
They acting and they swag.
He swag.
They acting and they swag. I say we swacking up. We swacking up. We swacking up. We all swagging up. We back. We gotta celebrate. Celebration. With a G. With a G. Oh, that's how you coming, G? Shout out to Grambling, man.
They did it.
Shout out. We had a party. We had a party. This is a party for Grambling. Hey, G. G. You.
I thought you knew. I thought you knew.
Hey,
See,
G.
hey, I thought you knew. I guarantee.
Hey, you know why we got these hats on? We had a party.
It's a celebration.
It's a celebration.
Celebration for Grambling.
Y'all won y'all Super Bowl. Y'all won y'all Super Bowl. We know it's been a while since y'all beat us, and we all Super Bowl. So, you know, just like that,
You made it,
y'all. Yeah, I made it. Y'all won y'all Super Bowl. Y'all happy. Y'all happy. That's what y'all get.
Hey,
shout out to Graham.
Shout out to Graham fans.
Shout out.
Y'all went out there and put that powder on. If I
had to be happy, I'm happy for Coach Gray.
Coach Gray.
15 seasons at Southern University. Y'all got a coach at Southern University, be Southern University. Y'all got an AD at Southern University, be Southern University. Y'all might as well sound like y'all want to be Southern University to me.
Ooh, they beat y'all though.
Y'all got a receiver that's at Southern, that's from here. God,
he was talking that noise too.
He was hey, shout out, man, go and shout some boys.
Shout out to Lyndon Rand, shout out to Marquise Brick, you know. Hey. After the game, match, he ran on the field, and you know what he said, guarantee.
They came in my face, I'm like, you guarantee, y'all swagging the fool, man, but shout out to y'all.
He said, man, I can't wait to see the podcast.
Hey, y'all got that.
Y'all did y'all thing. Y'all did y'all thing, bro.
Hey, Bayou Classic was an event, was a nice event, I must say. It built up to the height. It lived up to the height.
You know, I thought it was gonna be a little down this year.
I did too.
Because two losing teams. I thought, because I was calling it the Poof Bowl.
The Poof Bowl. Poof.
You know what I'm saying?
What they were doing, G, with both coaches doing, poof.
They gone.
Right.
But you know, it still was 55,000.
55,000 to two teams that was 4-7 that had nothing to play for. 55,000. The only other classic or bowl in the SWAC to have that was those type of numbers was the Bethune-Cookman. Florida State had 53 and Jackson State and Alcorn had 63. 63, but you know they had winning teams and they had the Dion effect. You know, two losing teams, and at the Battle of the Bands it was 30,000 at the Battle of the Bands.
I think it was a good weekend.
Great weekend.
You know I love the Bayou Classic. I be talking that talk.
Matter of fact, after the show, we're gonna put the vlog on there and put a few things on there so y'all can see how Bayou Classic is, man. But shout out to Graham.
They did that.
They won their Super Bowl.
I've been on them all year. I've been on Graham all year.
You've been on them. You said they was gonna win one game, and then you moved it to 2 games, man. Matter of fact, you owe them dudes an apology.
Hey, Graham, y'all did that from GSPN. I ain't gonna apologize.
Why you ain't gonna apologize, man? You gotta apologize.
I gotta apologize.
Apologize to them.
My bad, Graham.
My checkbook.
My bad, Graham fam. Y'all did that.
Graham. I just wrote a check for y'all. I had to write a check that my behind couldn't cash. So there y'all go. I guaranteed everything. Y'all, you lucky we ain't got them humble pies, because I might have needed at least a full box of them joints.
Dang, bro.
But besides that, man, they played a good game. Shout out to Grambling offense, man. Them boys had over 500 yards offensive. Yeah, it was an offensive.
Wait, I'm asking this now.
Yeah.
They get rid of the problem?
Graham fam.
I'm just saying.
Did y'all get rid of the problem? Because it seems that way. I mean, this team came in rejuvenated.
Them boys played hard.
They played hard.
They was walking out. They didn't come out when they came out together.
They won. They did. That's how they look when they went on strike. But look,
this man here, bro.
Hey, I ain't got nothing against the people out there at Graham fam, man. Shout out to Graham fam. They defense played a great game. The quarterback came to play. They mixed it up. They ran power. The receivers made big time plays.
Elijah Walker.
Yeah.
We took on the MVP.
So
he played a big game. Shout out to Elijah Walker, AB Louisiana, stand up.
He didn't take on MVP.
Yes, he did.
The kicker took on MVP.
The kicker?
Yeah, the kicker took on MVP.
Oh man, well shout out to the kicker.
Shout out to the kicker, and the thing about the kicker was this was his redemption game because 2 years ago they blocked it and he went at least I want to say 3 for 3 or 4 for 4 in the Bayou Classic. So
did you see how he celebrated after he hit it?
No, he completed with that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So get your shine on.
That's a testament of faith because you know after a block you gotta ride the bus all the way back to ground and you know the player's already on you. So he came back and got it.
I saw a picture though where it was y'all almost blocked it.
Yeah.
He came this close to blocking that kick, but it was a good game down there.
The stars align sometimes.
I want to appreciate all the athletic departments, both athletic departments for just because we was in the building.
We was in.
They laid out the red carpet.
Hey man, shout out to the whole Bayou Classic, Southern University, Grambling.
Everybody.
Man, to say what y'all did, I don't even know if I can thank y'all enough, man. We really lived the dream from Wednesday, from the interview, from the P. Richardson and Melvin Spears interview, all the way.
All access, whatever we wanted. Look, I went all the way up to the press box eating their food.
Eating their food.
I was there eating the food.
Eating the food, man. On the sidelines for the battle bands, it was just.
Can't take me nowhere.
Hey, man.
Can't take. I'm supposed to be down there with you over there eating.
Up there eating.
You can't take me nowhere.
Right? Yeah, you was up there eating, man. So it was all overall a nice experience, man.
It was a great experience, you know how I feel. The weekend was nice too.
Wasn't no stampedes
and nothing like
none of that. Everybody came out and they had a great time.
Good, clean fun.
Good, clean fun. People was talking noise and
yeah.
Shout out to FAMU.
Shout out to FAMU. Look, we saw a lot of FAMU fans down in New Orleans. You know, I was in there. You know,
he got into it with a FAMU fan.
Look, they in there telling me stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know who you talking to?
Yeah,
you can't correct me about all court. You crazy? So
hey,
shout out
to FAMU, man. They enjoyed themselves. They say they love the Bayou Classic because. Unlike any other classic, this city you can actually stay in a hotel and you just walk. You just walk everything.
That's what makes it different.
Catch an Uber, ride the lit bike or whatever.
Everybody's in within a couple blocks.
Right.
Stay, you get out and walk. Do everything. Nothing closes, so it's all night.
So hey, but
cause my feet still hurt.
Hey, look at you. Hey, so I got a question though, Ground fam. Traven, what you gonna do?
Ooh, you got a tough decision.
You got to Traven. That's Ground fam AD. Right now he looking for a coach. Well, a coach that just won the Bayou Classic and look like the players love him.
They love that.
And Coach Gray's got 25 years experience in the SWAC.
What he gonna do?
What you gonna do?
He hasn't had a chance to be head coach yet.
Ooh.
Will they make that call?
Will they make that call?
I don't know. I'm hearing a couple other names.
What names you hearing? I'm hearing Mickey Loomis.
Mickey Joseph.
Mickey Joseph. Mickey Loomis is the Saints.
Yeah, so
yeah. Who you got? Who you hearing?
I'm hearing Dooley. They want Dooley.
Dooley, I heard Dooley. Who you think it's gonna be though?
John Simon. I'm hearing John Simon.
John Simon out of Memphis?
Yeah, I heard John Simon gonna get a good look. So, I heard he's gonna try to go after a couple big names. Ed Reed, Ray Lewis. To see if they're interested. So I don't know if, but that's just what I heard they want to look
at. You got a big decision. Grand fam, who y'all think it should be? Who y'all looking at? Who y'all want?
Who y'all want?
As far as Southern, man, our defense, I don't know what happened really. Because we've been stopping the run all year. It was through the air that we've been having a tough time in. But man, shout out to Darren Cotton. He came to play like he always does, night in and night out. Cam Peterson, he came to play. Number 91, I see you, big number 91. That's my dog there.
He out of Mississippi. You should have came to Alcorn. Don't shout him out.
Hey man, he
should have been at Alcorn.
He came to the right school. But overall, man, we're gonna see. Coach Banks, you got a decision on your hands.
Hey, and we had a player to tell us what the running back say.
What'd he say? Oh, shout out to Kobe Dillon. Man, we ain't gonna say what he said. We ain't gonna say what he said.
Okay.
Hey, that boy. Hey, our rushing attack next year gonna be something straight. Some real. Yeah, serious. Kobe Dillon and Gerard Sims come back. Matter of fact, I'm naming it now. Next year, Southern University. We're going on tour. It's the Redemption Tour.
Oh, here we go.
Get your shirts ready now. It's the Redemption Tour.
Here we go. We even went through the offseason yet.
Hey, it's the Redemption Tour.
Get off the boo-boo.
Starting next fall, we're going on tour.
Here we
the
go.
Redemption Tour. You heard it here first.
Can you let the season end first? Can you get a coach first?
All season over.
Can you get a coach first?
Don't worry.
Get a coach first.
In Banks, I trust. Hey, Coach Banks, our AD. Coach Banks, you got some decisions to make, man. What is going to be? What names you hearing about that?
Man, I'm hearing the same stuff. Mickey Joseph. I heard Dooley might be involved.
Jalou.
There's a couple names.
Everybody want Dooley.
Everybody keeping it real hush right now.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, you know what's crazy about Dooley? I'm hearing PV. I ain't even stopped to talk to him about the extension or nothing yet.
Would you want Dooley?
Would I want Dooley? Man, that's a great question. That's a great question, G. Would I want Dooley? I want whoever want to be a Jaguar. I'm rolling with whoever Coach Banks hire.
So you and Banks you trust.
And Banks I trust, man. I don't know, man. Hey, but it was overall good.
It's a good experience.
Good experience. And we almost like the classic. There was another game Saturday. Yeah. Even though there was another SWAC game that happened before Saturday. We're gonna get to that, but there was another upset. Upset alert. Valley upset. The team that's going to the championship, which is Prairie View.
I told y'all.
I heard they had 10 people there. What you saying?
Yeah, I heard it was real light.
Come on now, PV.
Come on now. Come on.
Where was that?
I used to say, come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
What they said it was at?
It was at PV.
PV, this the team that's going to the championship?
I don't know if they were saving their coins to go to Jackson.
What?
I don't know what
10 people?
I don't know. I don't know if they were trying to save their money.
Yeah.
They was full of the turkey.
Come on, man.
And the dressing.
Yeah.
I don't know. They might have been fooled.
Man.
But it was, the number I read, the exact number was 725 people.
725 people at a game? Come on, man. Come on, PV.
Now, I don't know
y'all
how
gotta do better.
but
if that's the truth, y'all gotta do better. But shout out to Coach Dancy, because no matter the crowd.
No matter the crowd.
He brought his team ready to play.
Valley gonna show up and fight.
Fight every game.
Valley one of them teams, if you play, you gonna be fighting.
Yeah.
You gonna know they gonna always win, but you gonna always get a fight.
And just like Prairie View, you know what, when Coach Dancy's name started popping up,
yep.
you know what Valley did? Come sign this.
Come here. Got some money for you.
I got some money for you.
I don't know where they found it.
Yeah.
They went got it. They might have to sell some dorms or sell some land, anything.
Yeah.
But they went got it.
They signed Coach Dancy to that extension soon as his name. That's why I say Prairie View, you hear Dooley name out there. Y'all better do something. And y'all know y'all got money. You better pop it off. You better pop it up. But yeah, that was a big shout out to Valley, man.
See, and my thing about it, I don't know if PV mind was into the game. They might have been looking ahead to Jackson. You can't overlook Valley no more. You can't do that no more. Overlook Valley, because Valley gonna play hard.
Valley just ain't what they used to be. Ain't what they used to be.
Funny thing is, Valley and Southern and Grambling ain't on the same record. Ain't they like? Who would have thought? All y'all ain't on the same record.
Who would have thought y'all would have lost to a team that won one game?
I knew you were about to say that.
Who would have thought that?
I knew you were about to say that.
Who would have thought y'all would have lost to a team that won one game?
All right, next up.
Okay. Okay. Hey, beat the sleep.
Beat the sleep award.
Boom.
And I hate to do this because I was rooting for FAMU.
I was rooting for FAMU.
So I hate to do this, but
hey, matter of fact, let's tell the people the rules about this.
Okay.
Because FAMU the other day when we was walking down the street and we saw that crowd, they say, "Why y'all so against FAMU? Why y'all so against FAMU?" And the thing about the SWAC is, in the SWAC, I'm Southern, you FAMU.
Yeah.
We gonna talk that noise.
We'll talk about your school, your colors.
The food, the
tailgate, the dancers, the band. If you put your instruments on the ground, we're gonna talk about everything.
Right. But guess what? When y'all play in another school,
when you leave out,
we together. We all SWAC.
We fight the same fight.
Yup.
We fight the same fight.
So we was rooting for y'all. In all honesty, we was rooting for y'all. But
look, when we told them about going down to Hammond, Louisiana, what was gonna happen? You know, it's some rumors going around that some of the Southeastern student section said some bad words.
Some derogatory language to them boys.
To the team. I knew it was going to happen. You know, I wouldn't send my dog to Southeastern. I wouldn't send a dog to Southeastern.
South Louisiana.
That's just what it is. But I was kind of disappointed they couldn't pull it out, bro.
I was disappointed that it wasn't closer.
Yeah,
I was surprised that it was what it was.
Yeah.
But they went out there and they fought hard, and they made it to the playoffs. They only had, now that stadium we already said, but they had 6,000 people there, so I still don't understand why everybody want to go to the playoffs. I don't understand. You get a bigger check and a bigger crowd and a bigger audience if you win the SWAC and go to the Celebration Bowl. That's two things that are probably double what the playoffs are getting.
Yeah, they paid to go get beat like that.
Come on,
and over 6,000 people that are watching.
Come on, man. Wasn't even on TV.
Wasn't on TV.
Swag Championship gonna be on TV.
Right.
Celebration Bowl gonna be on TV.
You can't say exposure.
You can't.
With 6,000 fans.
And it wasn't on TV.
So you can't say more.
I just don't see it. I don't see it. What y'all say? Y'all let us know.
Even if they would have won, like, it would have been like.
Who y'all gonna play next? North Dakota?
Or who knows? Didn't nobody see y'all win.
Right.
Because 6,000 people there, wasn't no TV.
Right.
So, nobody know you won. So you can't really use exposure because nobody know you won.
Exactly. So, you know, but shout out to them. And you gotta get out the award, G.
Oh yeah, you know, I hate to do that. But, you know, this week, the Swac'N the Food Beat the Sleep Award. Gotta go to the family rap.
Golly, family. But they've been giving it out.
They've been giving it out. So every dog got his day. And today just your day. Okay? But
Beat the sleep.
But work a little harder, you might get off next year.
Hey, so who we moving on to? Who played Tuskegee?
Alabama State, Tuskegee.
Alabama State, Tuskegee.
Alabama State did what they had to do.
They knocked them out.
Dominated.
Alabama State, that's a funny team over there.
Oh, that's funny.
Hey,
them
Alabama State.
Them folks funny.
Hey, I say if Alabama State, they ain't gonna learn how to play football. They gonna know how to sell some houses. They gonna know how to sell some real estate.
They gonna sell some real estate.
Hey, if y'all know Alabama State just hired a new coach.
They hired a new coach. Eddie Robertson Jr. He's a former real estate agent.
That's what he been doing.
That's what he been doing.
He been doing before he was doing this. What he was doing?
He was a real estate agent, and before that he played in the NFL. He played with the Titans. You know, he was he won the SWAC, all conference player, but he's never coached.
Never coached.
He was a real estate agent. But what I'm hearing is he's frat brothers with the president. So I think it was a political hire. The big dollar alums and boosters, that's who they wanted. They wanted to give him a shot.
Oh, they did?
They wanted to give him a shot. That's who the big dumb, but you know, a lot of alums heard about it.
Right, yeah. I know they are, especially
in my inbox.
I think I heard that they had a few coaches that was interested in it.
Yeah. I heard Hugh Jackson and Kevin Sumlin.
Kevin Sumlin and Hugh Jackson was interested. If that's true.
If that's true.
Man.
That's ridiculous.
Hey, y'all, but, you know.
Never know how it's going to play out.
And I was surprised, too, because the AD came from Alcorn, and he the one that was there when Hobson was there.
And I'm going to be honest, I can't see Jason Cable, that's the AD at Alabama State, making it higher. I think came from above him.
Oh, okay.
I think came from above him. I just can't see him making it higher.
Right.
I just can't see him making it higher like that because he has no ties to him. No, you know, so I just can't see him making it higher like that. They had some really interesting applicants.
Right.
And I can't see him making
Alabama State.
Who running the football program?
Who running it over there? We're just trying to figure out. That came out the blue.
Nah, this man might come and win the SWAC.
Yeah.
You don't know, but on paper right now, it ain't looking good.
On paper, they ain't looking good.
Ain't looking good. Nah. I don't know what y'all think about.
Come on now, Alabama State.
Oh, hey, what you would have did if Southern would have had it? What you would have did?
I would have rolled with my AD. In Banks, I trust.
I'm going to tell you right now. We would have made it. I'd have been hot.
Hey.
I ain't just rolling.
Maybe. So this is where my loyalty with Banks come in at, right? Back in the day in 97, 90, about the time Tommy Green was there, he was a basketball coach at Southern University. I was the ball boy for Southern. So I done seen Banks
elevate.
I saw him elevate. So we always chopped it up. When he was the basketball coach at Southern and they almost beat Gonzaga, they let me come out there with them to the NCAA. So that's my people.
Yeah, that's
I'm always with
and he made sure he take care of us too.
I just swagging the food. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I swagging the food. But yeah, so but I think he's gonna make the right call.
Hey, now today we had the SWAC all first team, second team, all conference team come out today.
Ooh, and they got some people hot.
They got some people hot. They hot. I know.
What happened?
Aquil Glass got Offensive Player of the Year.
Ooh.
Second time in a row he got it in the spring, so he also got it this time.
Yeah.
He got Offensive Player of the Year, and I don't think Deion Sanders liked that too much.
Oh.
And some of the Primates of Jackson State.
The Primates? Who the Primates?
The Primates, Jackson State.
Oh, Jackson State, the fan base, the Primates, yeah.
They didn't like it too much either. They felt like Shador should have been on there, and they felt like somebody else off the offense should have been on there.
Right. Well, I will say this: I think they got it right as far as the quarterback. You know one thing about Swac'N the Food is over 4,000 languages.
Yeah.
But we choose
to speak facts.
Straight facts.
That's all I know.
So with that being said, I'm gonna give you these stats.
Give me the stat. Let me hear.
Aquil Glass, 259 completions. He averaged 356 yards, and he threw for 3,568 yards.
How many touchdowns?
I don't have that.
36.
36 touchdowns.
At 36 touchdowns.
So let me read off Mr. Sanders. 248 completions, averaged 270, which are all lower than a quill glass, and he threw for 2,971 yards, all lower than a quill glass.
Yeah. I think another thing.
So Glass had the better numbers.
Yeah,
and he only did it in 10 games, not 11.
And he led the number one offense.
The number one offense.
He led them, you know. So I think Glass was A&M. He led that team.
Right.
They were A&M because of Glass.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson State is still good without Shador.
Right.
They get another just capable quarterback coming in there. That defense led Jackson State.
Exactly.
Defense. I'm not taking it away from Shador. Mm-hmm. I think he may be the best freshman in all of FCS football.
Right.
I'm not taking that away from him. I think he may be Swac'N player here for 3 years straight. He got that kind of potential. Mm-hmm. But for this year, when looking at the numbers, Akil finished really strong.
Yeah, exactly.
He pulled away.
Yeah. You take a quill out of that team, they're nothing.
They're nothing.
Yeah.
He did that.
He did it.
Shador didn't just carry them to wins.
Right.
That defense did.
Exactly.
So,
I think a snub that I think though will be Keith Corbin, the receiver out there. Yeah. He had 887 yards receiving and 63 receptions, which is second or third on the list in the SWAC if we're going by numbers, and what I just went by was numbers. Yeah. So if Jackson did want a player on the first team, I think it should have been Keith Corbin for sure.
I don't think nobody from the offensive line should have been on there. I don't think the running back should have been on there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
any snubs you know of?
On the offensive side of the ball,
mm-hmm.
I feel like Trey Carter from Southern.
Oh, okay, Jatara Carter.
Jatara Carter, he made second team, but I think he's the best offensive lineman in the country.
In the country?
I mean, in the conference.
In the conference, but maybe the country too.
Yeah, he's big time.
He definitely, they're looking at him in the third or fourth round.
Yeah, so he's top.
And he got invited to
the Senior Bowl.
And hey, shout out to Trey Carter for getting invited to the Senior Bowl too.
That's huge.
That's huge in college football, and he's second team.
Second team as well.
So that's a snub as well.
You think we got 4 or 5 offensive line better than him?
Exactly.
No.
Because they got other people that think different.
Yeah, no.
So, I want to give a huge shout out though to Kobe Dillon.
Yeah, Kobe Dillon.
Kobe Dillon finished top 4 in rushing at Southern University.
And he missed.
And he missed 4 games. He only played 8 games.
Yeah.
And he only had 156 carries.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry, he only had 79 carries when everybody else was in the hundreds and above. So shout out to him. I don't think he was a snub, but they had an honorable mention. To do what he did on only 8 games says a lot.
Yeah.
What we got now, G? What we got next?
Next up on the defense side of the ball, we had James Houston from Jackson State. He made first team.
Yeah.
Jason Dumas, the defensive lineman, he made first team. Antoine Owens from Jackson State, and Sanyada Anderson from Grambling.
Okay.
Number 9. He's a young kid.
Uh-huh.
But he made first team D-line. He was bringing that pressure on that D-line. So shout out to Sanyada. I always say Grambling has a lot of young talent.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he anchored that defense.
And crazy thing is, we said that before the season started. We said they not going to be good because they had so much young talent. But we also said that if you give them 2 or 3 years with that talent, they're going to be dangerous.
So I think that the next coach coming in going to have a lot of time. Just like Southern, since we're talking. Mm-hmm. I think when Marshall Falk get there, he's going to have a lot of talent.
G, who?
Marshall Falk.
Get off the boo-boo, G. Get off the boo-boo. Stop bringing that man's name up.
I want Marshall Falk here.
Get off the boo-boo. It is not happening. But definitely got a young talent. We got talent.
So whoever coming in to Southern as well,
mm-hmm.
gonna have some talent to work with.
Right.
It ain't just dry. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna have some talent to work with.
Shout out to Deion Sanders, got Coach of the Year, which we pretty much already knew. They went undefeated.
Yeah. Now, if I would say,
but they didn't go undefeated in the SWAC.
They pretty much. So he deserved. That's deserving.
Yep.
He deserving got it. I think Dancing would have been a backup, like behind him.
You think Dancing? Dancing could have been newcomer of the year. But if we're gonna go based off records, you got to give FAMU coach the.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, you got to give. I
still would have put Dancing up there, just for what he got to work with.
Man, but look.
That's what Dancing got to work with.
I understand
he
that.
He don't have nothing but cotton and grass.
That's it.
The man ain't got lights down there.
Yeah.
The man got 4 wins with nothing.
With nothing, but he only got 4 wins.
Scholarships.
But he only got 4 wins.
He probably ain't got 4 scholarships to give out.
He only got 4 wins though. They gotta go to FAMU coach. What's his name?
Willie Simmons.
Yeah, he gotta go to him for the second.
He brought him to the playoffs. So
yeah, he brought him to the playoffs. Exactly. He got him in there.
The specialist was the place kicker from Florida A&M made place kicker first team. Josh Sanchez from Arkansas Pine Bluff. Jackson State return specialist Isaiah Bolden, he had a pretty good year. He made first team, so shout out to him.
You know, I was surprised Duffy wasn't on first team.
Yeah, see, but I think Duffy, the last couple games, he hurt his shoulder.
Oh,
so,
okay.
He was leading Swac'N rushing, hurt his shoulder, and
kind of fell out. Okay, I was curious, man. I was like, man, what happened to my boy Duffy?
If I would say a snub, now they talking about should have made it, and I think it's an argument, but Shiloh, I don't think he deserved to make it.
Shiloh definitely shouldn't have been on there.
I don't think he made it. I think KJ Kempton from Alcorn could have made it over him. Because Shiloh had like 32 tackles, an interception or two.
He only had 3 interceptions.
Yeah, he wasn't special or just spectacular at all. Good player, solid player, but I think there were some safeties that could have made it over him.
Definitely. I want to say he was like, he might have finished 11 or 12 when it came to interceptions.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Shiloh, man, you better not say nothing about them Sanders kids. You better not say, that's Swag royalty. Dion, Shiloh, and Shadir, that's Swag royalty.
I'm going to say it.
But you can't.
Sue me.
You them Primates coming for you.
Sue me.
Them Jackson State, them Primates coming for you. Hey, we know we got a big game coming up Saturday.
Got a big game.
To finish it, hey, this how we gonna finish the season. Prairie View, Jackson State.
J-State at home. Can they close it out with a clean sweep of the Swag?
Of the Swag.
Can Dion come in his
first year with the SEC talent.
Yeah, and do a clean sweep. Of the Swag.
I'm gonna let you go first, G.
Can he do a clean sweep?
I'm gonna let you go first.
This tough. Because it's not like Jackson State has been blowing people out. That's what makes it kind of questionable for me. They haven't been blowing people out, but their defense is great, and they've been riding high all year. So I'm not gonna pick them to do something I haven't seen them done all year. I ain't seen nobody beat them all year. So I'm gonna go with Jackson to close it out at home in their stadium. Gonna be probably 50,000, 60,000 there.
It's gonna be 50. Prairie View ain't bringing nobody.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Prairie View, But so I got Jackson State 17-14.
Okay,
I think it's gonna be a close game because that Jackson State offense, I don't see them putting up any points on.
And Jackson had 2 weeks to rest.
They had 2 weeks to rest,
yeah.
So
I'm gonna take, and not because you picked Jackson, I'm taking Prairie View. Okay. And my reason for taking them is because I saw when they come with their mind made to play, they play up to teams.
Yeah.
And they play down to lesser teams. Yeah. So teams that they know they can beat, I feel like they just immature. They don't know yet. But teams that they wake up for, I've seen with my own 2 eyes, they play them tough. Okay. So and shoot, I seen what they did against my Jaguars. They just demolished us with their front 7, with those guys as well.
Dude, might have been interviewing.
He might have been.
Because this
one right here could take him over the top.
Yeah, this put him over the top.
This will take him over the top. We're gonna see, but it will be a nice quarterback battle.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting. I think whichever quarterback plays is better.
Right. Yeah. And speaking of D1 talent, Paz went to Louisville.
Yeah.
So this defense that he's seeing, it's not something that he hadn't seen before.
In the atmosphere.
Right.
He won't shout out to the atmosphere. He's been there before.
He's been there, exactly.
And PV has a lot of D1 transfers. Like my boy T-Roy.
T-Roy
from Oklahoma. So they used to that kind of atmosphere. They won't shout out to it.
So that same thing that Jackson State got, Prairie View match up with them talent-wise.
Yeah.
But I am interested to see who's going to win. But I'm taking PV. I'm going to say 21-14.
Okay.
21-14. Matter of fact, no, I'm going to go 21-17.
PV. Shock the world.
PV.
Shock the world.
Hey, in baseball, Jackson went undefeated in the SWAC.
And then lost.
And lost in the championship.
Who they lost to?
Wall.
Oh, I should never say that.
Wall.
Man, I should never say that.
You know who they lost to.
I should never say that.
You set yourself up.
Hey.
You know who they lost to.
I was just thinking myself.
The baseball school.
I'm going to get out of this episode with no won't.
The baseball school. You know who they lost to.
The band school.
The everything school. Don't get me started.
There we go.
Don't get me started. Because I love my Jaguars. We went 4-7, and guess what? I had the time of my life. I had the best time I've ever had in a football season, and we went 4-7.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, we acted fool this year.
We acted a fool.
I ain't gonna lie.
We acted a fool. Hey, we was talking the other day, we said, man, the time we started the show.
So, our teams.
We've been talking noise all year because we normally the best teams in the SWAC.
And this year, we picked the year not to be here.
Come on, man.
We picked the year not to be here.
What you say, Booster say?
Come on, man. Come on, man.
But
now, look, I want to give a shout out to FAMU. The guy saw in New Orleans. His son was number 11. BJ, he also on first team defense too. So I saw your dad in the store. Shout out to him. Shout out for showing us love. Keep watching us. Thank y'all.
Hey, let me get a few shout outs in too. Shout out to the lady that met my son at the Bayou Classic who shouted my name and he said, "That's my dad." She said, "That's your dad. Tell him come over here." Shout out to you. Shout out to the other lady who told me I was gonna have to eat them humble pies. I ain't got them and I ain't eating them because I ain't humble. And that was their Super Bowl. But shout out to you. Shout out to all y'all for supporting us.
Man,
hey, keep telling a friend. Shout out to the football players in the SWAC.
No, we even seen them. We seen Bubba after the game. He just like, I watch y'all show.
Bubba make things watch the show. Luke Jackson, shout out to Luke Jackson.
Shout out to Luke.
He don't even know him. He said, "I know the other guy."
Yeah, he didn't know me.
He said, I said, "You right, Luke. You know that son."
You better learn me, Luke.
We don't know no all. We don't know nothing about Alcorn, Luke. But man, keep liking, keep sharing.
Look,
keep
we got some more
subscribing.
content coming. You know, the season gonna be over. We got more interviews. We gonna be vlogging.
We covering basketball. We covering baseball.
Hey, my Braves looking good. They got them a nice win.
Hey, my team beat
Hey,
Tulane.
y'all beat Tulane too.
Yeah.
Hey, we might be up there.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna talking basketball too.
You already know.
Talk my talk.
You already know. And we're gonna be at the game.
No, we got a game right now.
Right there.
We got nothing else to do. We swag baby.
We swag
We
baby.
got nothing else to do.
Like, share, subscribe, comment.